Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Esports Talk, and I've got a little room update for you guys. I got a new desk. I put some of the posters up. For some reason, my lighting setup is now 3 different colors, which I'm not complaining about because it just looks cool. I have no idea why I started doing it, but I'm not complaining at all. And I also have this same good old broken bookshelf, which I will replace eventually. But anyway, over the weekend and the past few days before that was the Valorant Popflash Invitational, the final North American tournament in the Ignition series. And I gotta tell you guys, it was pretty hype. But first off, I want to say Valorant's esports scene has honestly improved a lot since it started. I know a lot of us were kind of skeptical about it back when it was first announced, kind of for the same reason as the Overwatch League, you know, too hard to watch or too boring to watch or just too hard to follow or, you know, just not enjoyable to watch in the first place. But as time has gone on and as players have started to master the game and have gotten more comfortable with it, and even as the casters have gotten more comfortable, the viewing experience has only improved. So if you're one of those skeptics, I would say maybe try, you know, just looking at one of the more recent games. See if you like it, because honestly, it's not bad. But back to Popflash and the point of this video. Over this series, we saw Cloud9, Dignitas, Envy, Immortals, Gen G, TSM, T1, and the Sentinels all mustering their finest men for a prize pool of $50,000, with first place taking $25,000 of that. And spoilers ahead, though the title already kind of spoils it for you, the Sentinels dominated this tournament. They 2-0'd Envy on the first day, then after that they 2-0'd Immortals, 2-0 Dignitas, 2-1 to Cloud9, that being the only map that they lost in the entire series, and then 3-0 Envy in the grand finals after Envy had a successful lower bracket run and made it to the grand finals. So they didn't have a perfect series. Cloud9 kind of gave them a run for their money, being the only team that took a map from them, and they were only 5 rounds away from securing a win against the Sentinels, but the Sentinels did end up pulling through and of course ended up winning the tournament. And these are of course teams with very good players, obviously. You know, Sentinels most notably has Sinatraa, Cloud9 has TENS, and a lot of these teams are comprised of former CS pros, so hopefully that gives you an idea of just how interesting these games can be. But let's talk about Sinatraa and the Sentinels. I'm sure most of us know that Sinatraa was a former professional Overwatch player before transitioning over to Valorant, pretty much right when the game came out. But during his time with the Overwatch League, he helped carry his team at the time, the San Francisco Shock, to first place of the 2019 Grand Finals. And now here he is, again, doing just that, carrying his team to first place of the grand finals, usually sitting pretty much right on top of the scoreboard the entire time, and also meaning that Sinatraa is set to be an MVP in every game that he has gone pro in. I know it's only 2, but still, I find it very impressive considering Overwatch and Valorant have very different play styles. But this man is a prodigy. I mean, if you look back at the FaZe Clan Valorant Invitational, Sentinels got second place to TSM, which is another team that was looking just really solid throughout the Ignition series, but Popflash might have just changed that whole trajectory because TSM lost to Dignitas, which meant that TSM never actually went against Sentinels during this tournament, but historically, the Sentinels have won more times against TSM. So at first I was thinking that TSM would kind of just be the reigning champions of Valorant esports in general, but Sentinels might actually be taking that crown. But one thing that I wish we saw from this series is TSM versus Sentinels, as they are the top 2 most dominant teams in NA Valorant right now, and a grand finals between them, the grand finals between Envy and Sentinels wasn't bad, don't get me wrong, but a grand finals between TSM and Sentinels would have just been the icing on the cake to an already great series, especially following all the trash talk and all the personal rivalries between TSM and Sentinels, and also especially just with how well Sentinels was playing throughout the series. It would have just been only better if we got to see them go head-to-head again. And again, if you guys haven't kept up with Valorant esports, or if it just doesn't interest you, I suggest maybe just checking out the grand finals of Popflash and see if maybe that sways you a little bit. The viewership tends to be pretty low for these types of tournaments, though I will say I believe it deserves more, because these guys are just incredibly good at the game, and it's only gotten more entertaining as time has passed. So let us know your thoughts on this down below. What do you think of Sinatraa and the Sentinels, and do you see yourself potentially watching more Valorant esports in the future if you haven't been already? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one. Let me know what you think of my room too. I still have some stuff to do, obviously. I need more posters and whatnot. I need to get rid of this bookshelf. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye.